Hi, thank you for watching a new video blog. Today from Istanbul in Turkey. Now, what are the best clothes to wear? Well, it might not surprise you if you have seen more of my videos, and it is of course as natural as possible. And what is the most natural clothing? Well, of course that will be animal skin. The most natural will be to wear fur. So an animal skin that's basically untouched, that still has the fur on it, that will be the most excellent clothing that you can find. The most natural as well. The more you process the skin, the fur, the worse it becomes. Because the fur of an animal is created perfectly by the creator to keep the animal warm. If you've ever seen animals in winter, in the snow, and they are not shivering, they're not cold, their fur, their skin protects them excellently against the cold. So if we will wear these skins, the fur, we will stay as warm as we could get. I once read that so-called scientists are not even able to recreate something as good as fur, animal skin, something that can isolate as good as animal fur. So that shows me that the creator, he is of course the best in giving us the most warm clothes. So that will be optimal. Now, it's not very practical because to wear fur and like unprocessed skin, like for example the Inuit, it's not very practical nowadays. So I understand that there's always a second option that is as good or close as good as the original, and that will be leather. I'm wearing leather today, and I must say, in this kind of temperature where one moment you are like in the sun, it's very warm, and the second moment you're in the shade and it's much cooler and there's wind. Istanbul is located at the ocean or the sea, and this gives it a climate where leather is very excellent to wear because it protects you against the heat of the sun but also against the cold of the wind. It's a good isolating material. Leather is optimal. Not as optimal as fur, but it's very optimal. Also, it protects you against negative radiation from, for example, Wi-Fi or other people, negative emotions around you. So it is preferable to wear this also in the city. It's the best you can do. Leather is very strong. You can keep it for years and years and years and years. So it's very sustainable. You don't need to buy a new jacket very often. So it's very optimal. So animal, skin, leather, fur will be the best, most optimal. Now after leather and fur, I would say that wool is the best, the most optimal clothing to wear. I'm wearing a woolen sweater today, and again I must say, I've been walking a lot, I've been sweating, but I don't feel sweaty. Means that normally when I was wearing, for example, polyester clothing or acrylic, I felt horrible. You really feel wet and you really can get sick. Whilst with wool, it is not as isolating as that. And you don't want on your skin something that is isolating. You want something that's breathing. So wool can really release the warmth of your body easily and also the moisture. This sweat will evaporate easily when you're wearing wool. I was kind of sweaty. I walked all around here in Istanbul and then I sat down to eat some meat. Yeah. In like 10 minutes the sweater was like dry again. That's a great thing. wool is very optimal. It's very good when you're in that kind of climate. I would say in any climate, because it is like breathing. It releases warmth and moisture. So that is the third one. Now, when you go lower, you will find, for example, silk. It's also very good, but it's very expensive. So it's not very optimal. But silk is good for, yeah, not really for wearing, I must say. It's good for like sheets in your bed, or pillow, etc. Because if you stay long, and also you will release a lot of water during the night, then silk is optimal. But like I say, it's not really something to wear, because it's also very thin. It's not really for daily use. So then I might say that after fur, leather, wool, I would say we go to more like plant materials. Like linen, it's very optimal, it's very good. But also cotton. But I must say that linen is much better than cotton, though cotton is good. But linen is helping you also avoid bad frequencies, more than cotton. It's also a material that is also breathing. So it helps you to release of the heat very easy. So linen is of course something really for summer. When you would wear polyester or acrylic in the summer, like artificial clothing, then you notice that you feel really wet and hot and you cannot really release the heat. This you don't have with linen, and that's why it's very good. It's a very good material. The problem is that not as sustainable as leather and fur and wool. The more up you go in the list, the longer you can keep the clothing. The lower you go, the faster it will deteriorate. Because that's a problem with, for example, the last one, but I would say cotton. It's also quite okay, but I prefer that for underwear, t-shirts, those kind of things. I don't really prefer them in other forms. Cotton is a natural product, plants, and of course they're low on the list because plants are not the best. We have fur, we have leather, we have wool, all animal based, and then I'll probably forgetting a few. And then we have the plants, linen and cotton. Like I say, silk is also in between, but I don't really consider them clothing. Now cotton is, of course, if you're on a budget, it's very good. And yeah, it's not bad, but it's still helping you to avoid bad frequencies. It's still healthy, natural materials. But it's, yeah, it's like if you're on a budget, if you really don't have a lot of money, and you want to do something, well, change your polyester and acrylic clothing to cotton. Buy cotton t-shirts, buy cotton underwear. That is something that you can already do, can start. But optimal would, of course, be to wear fur and leather and pay attention to it. Because I didn't really pay attention to it, and I was seeing that all my socks were, for example, polyester, and they are the whole day close to your feet, or your underwear. If there's polyester, it's not very healthy, it's not good. So I changed everything years and years and years ago to cotton. Socks that are cotton, underwear that's from cotton. In the summer I'm wearing linen, and I throw out as much of polyester and acrylic. Those are artificial and fake materials, plastic, and they're poisonous, and they're also bad for your frequency. They keep your frequency low, in a low frequency state. Yeah, linen for summer. You can wear pants, linen pants, but you can also, of course, you've seen some of my summer videos, kind of shirts of linen, very nice. And in winter, wool is very good to wear, leather. And if you have fur, somewhere you best can wear fur. Shoes, of course the same. Pay attention that you wear leather shoes from the inside and the outside. Real leather shoes. That's the best. It's the most healthy. For many reasons, leather is cooling your feet down in heat and warming it up when it's cold. So that's optimal. Remove all shoes that are made of rubber, polyester, artificial materials, because they are destroying your feet. They're not really good for you. Best is of course to walk barefoot. That's the most natural. I understand. I do it as much as possible in summer. And when I'm wearing sandals, they're always made of leather and never these plastic flip-flops. They're horrible. Throw them out immediately. Pay attention to these things. So these were the best 5 clothing materials. Once again, fur, leather, wool, linen and cotton. So that was for today. From Istanbul, Turkey, I say thank you for watching. See you next time.
Seven in the morning?